Hey guys, it's a beautiful spring day in March, soil temperature 62 degrees, and you're watching Real Green Lawn. Alright, so in today's video, I want to walk you around the yards and show you their progress greening up. Now, there's no fertilizer applications on either lawn right now. The only thing that I have is 2 rounds of PreEmergent and then a little bit of Tenacity here and there. So let me show you the Raleigh St. Augustine in the front yard. So as you can see, we're starting to get that green haze over the lawn, which is coming in nicely. We've got about 2.5 inch cut on it so far. I just took a little garden rake and just kind of raked up some of the debris, went over it with the mower and a bagger, get the debris off the lawn and just get it ready for some fertilizer applications. All right, the reason why we got St. Augustine in the front is because of this big red oak tree. So this provides a lot of shade come summertime once the leaves are back on this tree. And so this St. Augustine does pretty good in this front yard. We still got a lot of sun that comes in from this direction, and then now over here took out that bald cypress finally, so that'll allow this area to strengthen up, because you can see I've got a few weak spots in the lawn that I'm hoping will strengthen up this season, as well as over here, which this one's lined with 2 trees, and then this bald cypress used to be right here. So you can see not as strong of an area, but it wasn't getting a lot of sunlight over in this area of the yard. Then over here on the west side, this is the area that's going to be a project this year. So I'm trying to get that St. Augustine to run all the way back to that fence. Whenever we laid our sod, we went to about this area right here is about where we ran out, and then the rest has just been like a wispy Bermuda and weed mixture. I'm gonna try to get all these weeds knocked out and get that St. Augustine to push all the way to this fence. Now, as you can see, I've got, like I said, 2 applications of Anderson's Barricade, and then 1 application of Tenacity was sprayed in this area. So you can see weeds are starting to suffer just a little bit. They're starting to yellow compared to something that's green like this. Right over on this side of the driveway also has Raleigh St. Augustine. As you can see, I took out the other ball cypress. So that really opens up the area right here to allow a little bit more sunlight. Now, don't worry, we still got the big pine here for the shade. This is a high trafficked area. And as you can see, it's pretty worn down from the fall and winter tracking over to the trash cans. This will be interesting once I get a little positive product put on this, getting that St. Augustine to run over and fill in these bare spots. So we'll keep an eye on this throughout the season and just see how it does. All right, so now to the backyard. This is the big experiment for 2021. So if you've been following in previous videos, you've known that I put down Stover's Grand Slam perennial rye at the end of October 2020. Now, as you can see, it's doing pretty good, and it was about 7 pounds per thousand whenever I laid it all down, or whenever I sowed it. And so it has been very pleasant to have something like this throughout the winter months, especially here in Texas. So what I want to do is I want to try to maintain this ryegrass throughout the fall, winter, and early spring, and then let it transition to its common Bermuda come summertime. That way I can have a green lawn year round. That's the idea. I don't know if it'll look good. I don't know if there'll be certain months or certain weeks or something like that where the transition just looks awful. That's going to be the experiment. So I'm not going to do a spring scalp because I don't want to get rid of all this. I'm just going to let it do its thing. When the heat sets in, what burns off, burns off. What Bermuda comes up, and we'll just try to sustain a green lawn. Will it work? Will it not? I don't know. But let's find out. So far, 2 applications of Anderson's Barricade, and then I did a full spray over this backyard with Tenacity. Now, as you can see right here, I'm starting to get my nutsedges popping, but it's also yellowing from the Tenacity spray. Last year, if you remember, I had a big outbreak over in this area, as well as over on this side where the old deck used to be. So that's going to be something to pay attention to. May have to do another blanket spray, even though the Bermuda is starting to green up. That will bleach tip them all, but if we can get rid of this nut sedge right here, that would be more ideal than worrying about a couple weeks of bleached Bermuda. So I got that sprayed out. I do have some weaker areas, as you can see right here. These I don't think it got seeded quite properly whenever I did the rye, and then also maybe just a little bit of winter burn spots from that 1 week that we had that was really cold. But also, guys, we rode a four-wheeler back here. We still ride a four-wheeler back here. We don't baby this lawn or anything. You know, I've got kids. My son rides a Jeep out here, runs around. You know, we play in this backyard, play ball in this backyard, which is what it's for. All right, so that wraps up the walkthrough of both lawns. Just wanted to show what they look like before I start applying some fertilizer products, so we have something to compare it to throughout the season. So anyway, it's going to be a fun 2021 season. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, your lawn's only as good as its last mow. We'll see ya.